though, if you know how to use Nightbot, it's very easy to set up.
I guess I'm real basic with my streaming. I just stream the screen and my mic sometimes.
Yeah. Is it?
Twitch gives you a bit more power, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Is it going to be all at Bathurst? Like 100%?
Yeah, it is. It's 12 hours of Bathurst. Now, what I'll do is I'll probably change the time of day to reflect the actual time of day as progresses.
That'll be good, yeah. Real good. Make a note of all the different time options and change them every time it hits that hour of the day.
Yeah. I'll probably keep it Australian time too, just because why not? I think it does start at 6 AM, so...
It's a shame they don't have dynamic weather in this game already, eh?
Yeah.
Next PlayStation or whatever.
I hope they will. I bought one of those rigs from Super Cheap Auto today.
Did you?
It's not bad. It's a bit flimsy, as you can probably imagine, going from the bottom of the steering column to the top.
It looks flimsy.
So if I went full lock and yanked the wheel, I'd get a bit of sway in the top. So I'm tempted to just like weld on a support to make it 3-point kind of stand for the wheel. But it's pretty good. $2.99 New Zealand, and in Aussie it was $2.49 to my knowledge. So I haven't even got a wheel for it yet, but I was like, nah, it's fucking cheap, so I'm gonna get one anyway.
Does it come with Z-Tour?
Yeah, so it'll be easily modifiable and all that sort of thing, but it's like, it's fucking good value for what it is. The only thing it's lacking... Yeah, it does. The only thing that it's lacking is a stand for your TV, or somewhere for your TV to go, or your monitor or whatever.
You just put it in front of your media centre though, I mean that's what most people do.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might end up mounting a monitor to the wall or something, but I'm not sure yet.
Because most people just have...
Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Did you guys know that Lego has a better return than gold? Crazy, eh? Is it still new, or is it... Oh, hell yeah. Keep it for a year and it'll be like $3,000. Yeah, man. Crazy, dude. So don't open it.
That much for Lego.
Well, the thing about Lego is... Yeah, the thing about Lego is that they don't bring out the same model twice. So once it's gone, it's gone. So you buy the really expensive stuff that is like limited numbers or limited run or whatever the case may be, and you keep it for a year. It'll be like 3 times the price, or 10 times the price sometimes. My boss actually knows someone who does that as like a side hustle, and he goes in, buys them all on special, buys out a whole shop for like half the price of them normally, keeps them for a year, and sells them for shit tons. Crazy, man. Yeah. Polly Pocket went insanely up in price at one point. I don't know if anyone knows about that.
This is a new driver, F355 Bird.
Hey,
F355 Bird.
Hey guys.
You go. Hey. You come join us tonight for a race?
Well, I am. I don't know who's Bird.
Hey, Joe. Beast mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beast mode. We gotta change Joe's name to Beast mode.
Actually, I was thinking for this series and for some of the weekday stuff, you guys are probably going to get ads from me from my American account. That way I can run the US flag.
Oh, yeah. Beast mode.
Who's got kick going?
What's your American name?
Joe.
Oh yeah.
Somebody finally understands. Jeez. I've been going in like 20 different parties. Nobody understands what it means.
Who the hell's that?
Good evening.
How you doing,
It's
mate?
Kit from Night Rider, but nobody knows me because they're all youngins.
Yeah, okay.
You say.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, who the hell is
Although I
that?
was not born
Yeah.
in 1982, I still
Is it
watch
blowing?
it.
Like,
Blowing, is it?
Eight,
the party.
1982. You are a youngin, huh?
No, I'm not two. My dad was two when Knight Rider came out, but I'm not two.
Those freaking puppets sits on the lap.
Yeah, looks like it. Does anyone know this kid?
Must be friends with someone to get in the party.
Probably a friend of Brightside.
No,
He's
it's not a
got it
friend of
now.
mine.
Okay, so that was this.
He might be a friend of my son, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant.
yeah.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah, maybe so.
Sesame Street.
Sound like it.
Entertaining.
It was a little bit.
Yeah, well, you're quite right. You showed my son he's the TTV Brightside.
I was wondering who the car was that was coming up my arse at 100 mile an hour, and then I realised, oh, I can have one guess who that is. Turn back, it's Mad Malik.
Right.
Yeah, just go. Oh, he's got the Viper in the highlighted blue, that looks cool. Yeah, Battery's forgot to turn his mic on again.
He's got his game face on, eh?
I probably did some.
You doing a quality soon, Philip?
Yeah, 5-0 qualifying. What was it qualifying? Can you guys see that on the lobby screen? Can you see this qualifier?
Yeah.
I just didn't remember, so I thought you'd be able to see it
It's
or not.
all art, just because it annoys you.
I'm gonna be like, no, practice qualify, make you good practice, let the qualifying start.
We all secretly message each other. Whose turn is it to ask?
Whatever you want. It's always whatever you want.
He wants to love it, look.
But if you want something you can't choose, you can't have it.
I saw a livery today, Viper, some American guy made called It was a Pioneer car stereo thing, and I couldn't help myself. I told them it should be fatality rate. I don't know if you guys saw the news.
Is that the recent shooting of the guy re-registering the AR thing?
No, it's something Trump said in his speech that we pioneered the fatality rate.
Fatality. Is that from COVID? Is that from AR?
He wanted to say something else, but he's a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah.
We already knew that.
So he ended up saying Americans had pioneered the fatality rate on COVID.
That's a good thing.
Hey Joe, before I say I like you, did you vote for Trump?
No, no, actually, I didn't vote at all last time. I'm going to this time though.
Oh, so you're one of the reasons he got in.
I've been overseas for decades.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't vote, so...
I'm not Australian. I don't have to vote.
Yeah, we have to.
No, I just can't bother going through the process of the role.
It is a headache too.
There's just no point. I mean, as soon as I do that, they'll try and start texting me when I live overseas.
Well, they do. Yeah, they tax us overseas. I haven't filed since like '93, but but
They only do that if you're a certain amount, does it? Or like if you're paying less tax than you would if you lived over there. Is that how it kind of works?
you have to make the threshold's pretty high. You'd have to make like I heard it's lower now, but I've never been anywhere close to the threshold that I'd actually have to pay tax. But I do have. I am required to file. I just haven't filed.
You need it right.
It's a pain in the ass. It would cost me hundreds of dollars to file every year.
Chicane and death.
And because
My bloody headset came on the steering wheel. Every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Does someone just join the party who's not in the lobby yet?
I think so.
Yes. Sub, are you going to come join us, or...? Oh, we can do a quick sprint if you come down, I guess. I got stuck to this one dot shit. It's on the dot of a minute late.
Yeah, you don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, I don't want to get fined by the FIA.
Oh, Hoonigan Ferrari. Hell yeah. Who's
Oh, you
that?
like that? It's me, it's magic.
Hell yeah.
oh no, I got the pick glitch.
Hey
Are we
guys,
all out
then?
then?
Good, Jed.
Hold on, let me
Good, everyone else is out.
Who's got the glitch? Expert.
yeah.
Someone else. Can you,
Oops,
change your view a bunch of times?
I tried. Hold on, I actually got out. Sorry.
Are you good?
No, I hit the X.
Alright, so let's all jump down and try one more time.
I'm out.
Okay. I'm out.
Just go back. We started calling it.
Something that helps, I found, is to leave the lobby and come back in.
Yeah, I found that too. Let me try that real quick.
Hey clan, sub-overlord here.
Hey,
Oh, you're lucky, mate. We've had to do a restart.
you better jump in real quick.
Yeah.
Jump in.
Thought it'd probably be full.
No, it's
Almost.
almost.
What are we, group 4?
Yep.
What are we doing?
Okay.
We
I'm
leave
just-
and come back again.
Yeah, I'm just loading back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to jump in and spectate that. But hey, I'll have a fucking race.
Steve, I like the TT livery.
Hold on, still loading in.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it until just then when I was doing doughies on the first corner. I was trying to catch up and have another look.
Everyone driving, struggling.
Everyone jump out. Just go Stu, Maisie, and... Just go Stu. Just jump out at the X.
Oh, I did. Okay, sorry.
No, it's all
You want me
good.
to jump in that, Steve?
I have your extra stage.
You want me to jump in that?
Oh, you just go just at that X.
Sorry, okay, gotcha, sorry.
You know you're good. This is stupid glitch.
Okay.
And I'm just going to change that time.
What are you driving, Lee?
I got the 458.
Whether to use the WRX
The Audi's quick if you get used to it.
Sorry, what was that?
The Audi's good once you're used to the oversteer.
Understeer.
Oversteer, yeah. Understeer.
Hey, I've been drinking, shut up.
Yeah. Live your way,
It's been a long freaking day.
Speaking on
It's the same thing.
Whoa, who's in that fucking interview?
Whoa, what the hell?
Who's in the middle of the... How do you get out there?
Well, that's a sign that this lobby is,
I'm in good shape now.
What's happened?
Someone was like in the middle of the interview.
Oh shit.
There you go. Flash back up and down.
Just get it.
Yeah, the glitch sucks. It's hard because you do the restart and someone else glitches. It's just...
so annoying, man.
You don't want to just go any rule. And then yeah, everyone who has a glitch, it's like a whole start.
If it does happen again, we'll have to everyone leave the lobby and create a whole new lobby.
It doesn't make any difference.
Oh no, it's just the person's getting it, they'll always get it.
Yeah.
I heard that the host has to be on and running just to make everything run smooth before you run off stuff, you know what I mean?
Like I get the lobby going. What do you mean by that? What's the host?
Well, if we're doing qualifying, as long as the host is started and on the track, everyone else should be able to race fine. But if the host isn't on, it can glitch.
But the host has to start?
Yeah, I think
No, like,
Yeah, you have to be on track.
That's why I'm doing qualifying because
When I actually start qualifying, I should be on track.
yeah.
Right, okay. I didn't know that because I've been saying it from the lobby quite a bit because I've made sure everyone's in it. So I'll just make sure everyone's in it.
As long as everyone sits tight, you start away first.
Oh yeah, and always try and definitely start from the circuit. I read that as well on this.
Oh, no, it's top of that, so yeah. That's good to know.
I forget where I read that, but it was, yeah.
No, that's cool. Oh,
Worth a try anyways, maybe it doesn't make any difference at all, but...
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It seems to always be a glitch, so... I'm just gonna say 2 minutes. Because everyone's in it, looks like.
the car I've done 1,100 kilometres in, I've kind of forgotten how to drive it.
Someone's okay for you.
Had a pause the whole time, didn't he?
What was that?
Do the case for you.
Nah, I've been using my AMG for a fair bit. We're like 5,000 Ks on it now. I think, or 2,500 or something like that.
Good, it's also easy. I think the most I've got is like 3,500 on my MR2. I've got like probably 20 cars, about 1,000 Ks in each.
Most of my Ks have gone up on them because I've been using a lot of them on all these races. Yeah, he's hacking it up.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm screaming at me.
Ah! Oh, that's how you damage your paintwork.
There's a wall here. Yeah, there's some Marshall's just looking at me and the flag out.
So when we start volley, only have to go first, right?
Yep. I don't know how he does that because it doesn't let you pick when he goes out.
No, just for being on track as a trick, not starting the race in the lobby or starting qualifying in the lobby. If you just click it at the start of driving on the track in the hose, apparently
so everyone waits 5 seconds or so before they try and enter the exit lane on track and they have to go straight away.
It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be first out on the track so long as you, because what you do is you push options and then if you're the host, you've got then a selection to start the qualifier or start the race straight from there.
As in, like, so everyone's got to be out of the pit?
No, yeah, everyone it's just got to be answered to all the other drivers, but if you're the host, you're best off to start the race from the track, so just go and be out the track. If you don't have to be out first from the pits or anything, you just start from the track, not from the lobby.
Oh, okay.
Apparently makes a difference, but that's only what I've heard. I've always started it from the track myself, so I've never really known any much difference.
Yeah, it's probably why we don't get any pits. Well, we do.
Maybe, I don't know, but maybe it doesn't make any difference, but that's
okay.
Maybe something.
You know,
you're cutting it out with audio there, but I left.
Because I keep jamming my headset on my steering wheel.
What the hell are you jamming? What are you doing? I don't want to know.
I'm gonna stand up and like jam into my steering wheel. Oh, no, there it is. I'm gonna back the party as well. I think I'm going.
Okay, Jazz.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, I don't know what the fuck.
No, that's all good. You want to jump in and go?
Yeah,
get on the track as well before I start as well. But I'll wait for you to enter.
Yeah, just died while I was just driving.
We had that before? Or...
Yeah, I was in. I was doing laps.
Had a mechanical problem, Hamish.
I don't know, it said couldn't connect to PlayStation Network, it just spat me out.
Oh, it's the shoe, PlayStation. That's what
How you, Bill?
Yeah, I'm in.
How'd you like that, just the Adam?
It was pretty good, yeah.
Mechanics.
I've got fully red rear tyres.
Yep. Oh my god.
Oh, there's a crashing. Someone's
glitching.
The Peugeot. Who's in the silver Peugeot?
Joshua? On the hard top?
Yeah, it is.
What was it, sorry?
J-I-Shua 9.
Jishua.
Who's that? Who's Jishua?
You have to be friends with Olaf to be in there, don't you?
Yeah.
I've sent like 200 friend requests, so
This is random.
There's your fucking problem right there.
I've got a bit of bug stuff, yeah, so it's going to hold me back for a bit.
Whoa! Thread in the needle there. Whoops, sorry.
Whoa!
Huh?
It's smashed by the damn wiper. I'm amazing. I'm gonna pop in front of you because... Why not?
Yep.
Dave, are you in the room?
Yeah, mate.
Is this a one-man race?
Room, or you got enough behind me?
No, I'm fucking around at the moment.
Okay.
I'll let you go, but...
Help, lol.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. Kick.
Ah, well, we can sit there.
Yeah, just
Take you party? Take 6 for party.
Out.
I mean...
Just actually,
I don't bother booting him. I'm
see
sure.
what happens when you start the
I'm
race.
sure he'll lead. Yeah, he'll glitch on the start line. I'm sure he'll lead.
He'll be dead last anyway, so.
No,
He'll probably jump out himself.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And I might be people joining in, that's something I'm involved with people on stage, so it's just sucks that it's a glitch sometimes. We've got a full 16 lobby though, that's kind of impressive for Friday.
Pretty good.
No, you can't leave the pits, dude. We can see you.
We saw. Tell him to exit. But you have to exit out.
No, I've exited out, but it's
There you go.
There he goes.
We don't want him sitting on the grid.
It's kind of fun when that happens, but it's also
It kind of is, yeah. It's a good obstacle.
Yeah.
Registration change.
He'd be right at the back anyway.
Well, that ruined my lap. I think it's all good, but... Whoa! That ruined my lap. Jesus. Oh, crap. I'm just going to ditch out for me. Don't have enough time to do an outlet lead either, so...
Whoa! Oh man.
It's hard to grid portions. Fucking looks like it.
What's Mad Mallet driving?
He's driving a
He
bike.
wasn't as like that before. Blue, red, blue.
Made the mistake of going back to the pits after my first lap without realising I didn't have time for 2 more laps.
Yeah.
I almost did that too.
Damn, I put that on toasted tyres.
Yeah, the tyres they last like 2 laps. Stop up anyway.
How many laps was on the road race?
It's a 30-minute race.
Okay. Strategy.
Guys are not gonna last long. Don't even have enough time to go and get a beer. Fuck.
Sure you do, mate.
Beer assistant.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Beer assistant.
Beer assistant heard me. Joking. Thank you. Love you. I can't call her Bureau Assistant, apparently I'll get my ass kicked.
Did your BA?
It's a copyright term. Cultural assistant.
Oh, I'm not
Cultural assistant.
They're giving me other names that I could use. My queen. Okay, I can call her my queen.
Yeah, good.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Races for 30 minutes.
The Jaguar takes off, huh?
Shit, yeah. Got good, hooked up.
Oh, that was the cleanest I've ever seen that first two corners.
This is a Whoa! I nearly hit a motorcycle there.
There's still first lap to go.
Yeah, you're 29
And we haven't been to the chicane yet.
I just think cars will go steady, they might. Ghosting is off. But I think it does ghost completely stop.
First five got through.
You guys were quick through there. Second, third, and fourth.
Yeah,
Now.
Geez, you got to go too wide through there. That's tiny.
It's always fun.
Oh, this guy's shooting the weeds.
Nice, Steve.
Have you got a speed boost there?
No, that's alright. I'm gonna hit you either.
You going well? Right on my ass.
Did you come from Stuart?
He killed that.
Stuart front, Stuart with you.
Two of you guys, as soon as I got in fifth gear, you were fucking gone.
Heavy it is, isn't
Nice one, mate.
The fuck? Is that Norwegian?
Oh!
Steve.
See Blue Boss out there in the netherworld.
Some unconventional lines there, but he's
Yeah, I'm just trying to
right on you, Joe.
I'm fuel saving.
Oh, fuck, I got a wall.
Jeez. Is there a couple cars ghost there?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
right.
see.
Oh, I had a big let's see too.
It's one of the only corners I actually look back on to see how people do.
Fuck, that hurt that blast.
Maybe they can play full with that strategy.
That's because
Snap-on car looks cool.
I like the snap-on look. That's cool.
It's good, eh? I actually didn't make this one. It's a random one I found.
That's actually a pretty cool design.
Yeah, I like that too.
I got the run on you.
Yeah,
That's right. I got the quickest you want to feel be up my ass.
I'd say that's Mad Mullock at the moment, actually.
Compared to me, you're quick.
Well, thank
all I
you.
can see is a little blue arrow darting around all over the back of my radar. Pick a line and take it.
I am. You're just picking the same one.
Yeah, I know. I learned something.
Oh,
That was a bit deep.
This is fucking
That was a bit deep. That was a little bit too deep.
120 milliseconds off my best lap.
Good for you. I'm trying to dodge one and miss one. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
The guy in front of me and behind me, and the guys are good races with me, like stuff. Saying that, I think I've raced at least half the guys are here by
Yeah, I'm recognising a few names.
just assistant drivers.
I don't know how many times I can get through that chicane of death without not hitting the wall.
I've already hit it once.
Yeah. Did you hit it just then?
Nah, almost. I think I got a bit of 30 AMU and that really fucked me up, but I just got a slow run and actually hit the thing.
I'll take the 0.8 freedom gap.
You don't have it
a little
anymore.
bit. No. Just missed a gear.
How you miss a gear? It's just up and down, isn't it?
If you don't shift.
The limiter.
Yeah.
To get rid of the limiter, you don't need it.
Or if the button doesn't work.
I got paddles.
Yeah, same.
Fast.
Same. So freaking slow up the hill.
Yeah, this K9 doesn't got the speed, the Viper is just sliding away from me.
It's faster than the fucking... Oh shit, Rob just went very deep. It's faster than the Mystic. Jarman. I'm getting crazy understeer now. My car's gone.
Yeah, I'm starting to get there, but you can't do this getting more dizzy every time.
I'm actually shifting down to get through it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I just don't have any front tyres to hold it.
Is everyone on socks as well?
Yeah.
I think so.
Is Mick in the party chat?
I think so.
If you are, I am pitting next lap, so if I get a chance to let you through, I'll let you through. No, I can't. I've got no tyres left.
Is there any tyre requirements, or is there anything available?
Yeah, anything available. You just do whatever.
No worries.
The impossible to enforce anyway, but yeah, no, never restrict them.
Gentleman's agreement.
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah. You can check on the replay after the race.
Oh, yeah,
That's one way you can do it.
These are just do whatever they want.
You got enough shit to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Down to that pit quick.
Speed, mate. Not a big pit loss either. Oh, this is going to be dangerous for you, Olaf.
Yeah, there's a little bit going on here. Oh, someone braked a little bit too hard in front of me.
Oh,
that's dangerous. You gotta be careful of that. If you go in front of someone, then brake in front, go back in front of them, brake, and then it's sort of on you to not get them.
He did brake very early then, because I braked my normal brake marker and way out braking him.
That's the thing with following by the same token. If you're following, you've got to be prepared.
Yeah, but if you're going, someone passes you, then pulls in front of you, then brake.
Oh, that's like... No, that's a block you made there.
That's called Johann Zarco.
It's called accident punted you because you braked too early.
Accidental punterino.
Whoa. Somebody's on fresh tires.
Yeah, the other day, behind is on fresh tyres. I have fitted, so.
Nicely done.
This is gonna be fun. Whoa.
You pitted, Dave?
No. Struggling a little bit.
I actually thought you two would have gone in just
going
then.
as long as I can.
I think that was the optimal time to pit the last 2 laps. I've gone for one extra.
I'm not going to win the race, so. My tyres are still okay.
No tyres. I just had no front tyres. I couldn't do it.
Overlord, have you pitted?
No, not yet.
Just inside here now.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
It sounds like somebody. She should never say she's silent, but that's not wrong.
Been through her too.
She's into it, yes.
You pitted, Lee?
Yes, I have. Just hit the chicane of death wall though.
That's not where the entrance is. Even if there's chicane, it's tricky to get perfect.
Yes, it's up and down hill, eh?
Yeah, it sort of flows over the top. And if you've got to get far with high power, then you're going to stick to the hill. I think man Bella, like, trail brakes is a lot on this track, which should benefit for massively from what we do.
Yeah, I still haven't mastered the trail braking. It's tricky.
It is tricky.
So Mickey's
Oh shit, right
found the wall.
Yeah,
Chest had a deer on the street.
So you get into that apex perfectly and then comes at you. Has anyone got a shortcut penalty yet?
No.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry, whoever that was next to me. Spinning.
It's like disco.
Just go spread it out. Just go on the dance floor.
Man,
Well,
those bombers shenanigans once a
Place
month.
to start, place to pass.
How are your front tyres looking, Steve?
That shit did, man. Didn't hit it, but like, I thought I was going to. Made my heart drop. Must have straight to that.
You gotta cut it real fine if you want to get max speed out of it.
Like, totally. You almost have to start turning before it even happens. Like, you gotta really.
Yeah, you gotta turn like you're aiming for the wall because your car will never hit it.
Yeah.
Hit the left anymore.
Yeah.
Back in the pits already, man.
I didn't feel it. I short filled the last one.
Yes.
I went a little bit different than everyone else. Everyone looked like they filled massively. No need to be. I got my teammate running front gun, so not too bad.
That's the one.
Did Mad Mullock lead?
Nah.
Oh, he's still there.
He's not showing any first on my leaderboard. Maybe I
Like, if I had lost to yours.
Yeah. The first time I was happening, man.
It's just game, mate. guys kill my car faster, please?
They did such a while.
It feels like it takes ages.
Oh no!
Enough time to open the beer and have a drink. I've hit the wall 3 times.
I just spun.
I almost did it.
I'm trying so hard to save tires here. Trying a really different strategy.
Thank you.
Queen.
No. Whoever's in the green Ferrari.
Yeah, no point fighting.
Yeah, just fuck those corners up.
Jesus fucking Christ, that was barely done.
I had that about as well as I think I could. I'm right on you now.
I just went very slidey out there. They would have marked my tyres.
I have not touched the wall yet in the chicane.
Nice.
That's good.
That's speed 2, so there's still 7 minutes left.
Yeah. I've spun, not in that part of the track. So I was trying too hard to reduce the squealing on the front tires, and I went wide.
I'm not turning.
Yeah, not turning enough. But they don't squeal when you're straight.
You're always driving a straight line, you won't wear your tyre.
As you guys talk about
The front tires, I think it's the braking that's killing them. And I've got brake balance on +5. Yeah, they just slow you down. Now I got blue blasts on my butt.
Yeah, I'm up your ass and I've got brand new tyres.
What I was doing, I was looking back at you, Tom, and I suspect the wall was watching where I was going.
I saw some sparks go up.
Don't
worry about me, mate. You're just pulling away because you got better tyres than I'm going in.
I have better tyres at the end, though, because I'm not going back down at the moment.
Yeah, but I'll be pitting, so I'm going to be way behind you.
No, I'll just wait for me in the strand and see if we can jump. I got the heaster on my tail.
Yeah, I think you're a reasonable way ahead.
You're catching before I'm going to do something silly so
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
Oh man, Alec looks the same, but he does, so...
You got to pass, hey, it's Rob and Mixie. And both, I don't think, change tyres.
I'm on mediums.
Yeah, so do I. Alright, soft, and then medium for laughing.
I went soft medium.
Yeah, I started soft, then changed to soft, and then went to medium. I only hit it. twice.
Was easy chance, smell like pudding.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to go through the chicane of death with less fuel hanging around.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
100%. Car just wants to go through it.
Decent tires.
Yeah. Decent tires help too.
Decent driving helps as well.
Handy.
Too bad none of us have that.
Yourself, man.
Passed.
That's terrible. Fuck that up royally. That's cop.
Pretty good with the tire and dirts. I think I might as well list the pre-series results, but not, obviously the points, but list the spreadsheet. Just for the lols.
Sure.
I have a feel.
Nothing more than just facts, like one driver got to last, and all of a sudden he needs to see first, well that's a big thing. Like that. Also has some track moves in it, so I can see what casuals should put in reserves, etc. Just wish we could have 16 people. I mean, we have 20 in the FIA, so at least that would be a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a good number.
Yeah. Love 30. 30 is sort of, I guess, yeah, supercars, that's sort of their max road. But,
Oh, you motherfucker. Got it again.
all jumped out at you.
Yeah. Ate a heap of it.
So, just tell them if you
Fastest lap has to be done.
Yeah, fresh rubber or...
Not fresh rubber, this is my third lap on my tyres, but...
Low fuel.
Yeah, so that, this. I'm on purple first 2 sectors, so... gotta bring it home.
Oh, nice. You've got like 146 for the fastest.
Muck the last one a little bit.
Oh, that hurt.
I'm out of gas.
Oh, just.
Oh, no.
Oh, nice, you got it.
110.
That's easy, you got.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm a fan of this Forester, right? I'm trying to sell.
With the whole race without the chicane of death biting me and bit me on the last lap.
Oh no.
Hey, Rob just ran out of fuel.
It's good.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to catch heaps of it, but if I kept putting in laps like the one I just did, I would have got a couple more.
I think a few people have run out of fuel.
Some
The
overlords
fuel on
are
the
catching
track
me.
would have run out of fuel.
man, I like you've got your speed or something, and it's just fast as forward.
Viper is a very good car.
Just speed gets better on those radios, isn't it? Well, speed gets everyone run their money,
Who was calling Speedy an alien?
He's not?
No, I was expecting more like a that's there, yeah.
Maybe well. I thought too long. That's just you could have beaten me out.
I took too much fuel.
Is that Ferrari not very good on the tyres, man?
Not too bad on the tyres, I just took too much fuel.
I did my fuel right, I was just slow.
My fucking driver was real shit.
You say that, Dave, you say that a lot when you're doing the mechanics thing? You have a shit driver, like, oh.
Well, I've changed the tyres. He's a real shit gun. Only when I can fix it.
So you fucking crashed.
Well, up 3 spots from where I started, so not too terrible.
I jumped 7, so I was happy with that.
Oh, I'm back 3.
Yeah, big one.
Well, I just did a one-stopper.
Too busy trying to drink my beer, and I was trying to remember I had to stop putting fuel in my car.
Did you do the one stop on hard soil?
No, I did soft for about. I did soft for about 1/3 of it, and then mediums for the other 2/3.
Okay. Yeah, I was just three softs.
Yeah, 8 minutes, yeah.
But yeah, I was fuel saving at the beginning, and I only partially fueled it in the one stop I did. I mean, I added like about 3 laps. That was it.
And where did you finish?
7th?
7th, oh yeah. That's alright.
I gotta head off. Cheers, guys.
Oh, it's the oval, the one that I win a lot.
Just still same cars.
Okay.
I'm gonna back out of the lobby real quick and see if when I come back I can see Molak.
I'm actually gonna change cars. Alright. Racing super softs, huh?
I was saying group 4.
Group 4, yeah.
Fast car, straight line.
Well, it's not the most durable tire though.
How long is this race going to be?
2 hours.
Fucking Indy, let's go. Same cars?
Yeah, I think so.
Let the controller just stick to run away. It's talking about my manufacturer car from the FIA, when does that thing just here?
Should have won out, shouldn't it?
Yes, I thought. I haven't had a new one yet, well, I'm not going to, but I was just gone by now. I can't hate it because I like putting Ks in cars. The fact that you couldn't keep Ks, I actually ended up buying the same cars and using those as we could, like the nations and this stuff.
Yeah.
Is this oval VOP that we're using?
Yeah,
On circuit. Ooh, that'll be different. That'll change a lot.
Is that it?
Now I don't know what cars. Nah, so there's two different VOPs, one for oval, one for circuit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, fucking wing it.
Yeah, pretty much. No points on the line tonight.
What's the tire wear look like on the Viper?
So grab it and find out.
Well, I'm going to after this. So I'm just looking at. That's what I was checking on this car.
Well, I've just done 11 laps on the Porsche and the front right tyres totally red.
Yeah.
Still steer or?
Yeah, slows me up a bit though. Started doing 16s and now I'm doing 18s.
I always struggle with car tunes.
Oh, bro, the pits are so weird.
Man. You can cross the car easy to your entry as well.
You don't even need the radar, you just need to look at the map in the top corner.
How long do we got practice here?
Another 2 minutes, I think.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that was close.
Why couldn't you do a cool track, like special stage Route X or something?
This is a cool track, what are you talking about?
It's round.
This is round. There's a nice pink kind of orange Corvette pit.
Yeah, I'll see. I don't know. I honestly I don't know what to do.
T2 like less bank or more bank than T1 or something?
One of them is more bank than the other, I think.
God, you hit the wall, you get a 5 second penalty.
Yeah, it's mean.
With the tyre, we really will have to like try and slow down. Oh, crap. Oh, no, 5 seconds penalty for the ball. That's not fair.
Sorry, dude.
Dave, you jumped on it? Yes, you are.
This has a bit of change up.
Davo, Maisie, and then we got... Well, just go... No, there is. There's two Stews here. What else have we got two of? Under 5.
Fuck, sorry, just go you. Try to tuck underneath. Oh, what a shape.
The Viper Brigade up front.
Subby coming out.
Yep, just
Good.
So the lap takes about 15, 16 seconds. In a minute we'll do 4 laps.
Good maths.
Which means how long the race? Sorry. Fuck, whoever called that, I hate you with a passion. Anyway,
It's X on Dead Reckoning. I've never heard anything like it.
I'm just trying to do some maths and drive at the same time. I can't multitask.
I just can't do math.
Hit every 10.
Ah, I'm back in 9th.
How long's the race?
For 15 hours.
15 minutes.
4 times 15, 60 laps.
I'm starting to let
Oh, it
down.
was reverse grid.
It is reverse grid, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I started exactly where I finished it.
The Beckett's really let down, essentially. Yeah, the fun ones I can't remember reverse grid, but the main ones, that's sort of not how you do it, I guess. The guy's bouncing over the bloody road. He's the new slipper MC. Oh god, he's just taking an Easter out. Oh, sorry, Easter. I don't know what happened there. Was that me? I don't know.
No, I think it was the McGann.
It was the McGann, he was kind of going. I was kind of touching on him, and then he was hitting the wall.
Oh, he's got a commission now anyway.
I just break off. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Nice one, Lolo.
Is anyone else doing the elbow on the wheel, Joey Logano style?
That's not as easy as it sounds.
It's quite a lot of fun.
Definitely.
Definitely going to need to come up with tyres at some point.
I'm trying to go fuel, to be honest.
That fuel's gonna fucking be your issue. Oh, fucking alright. It'll be my issue.
I don't know, this Corvette runs in 6th gear around here.
Nice. Have a good fuel.
She just purrs, doesn't she, Joe?
Well, it's the stuff I was looking at when I didn't mind being the fastest. Just so happens I am.
Been doing a lot of oval racing.
Oh,
there's a penalty starting to fucking kick in.
The FDR guy just hit me. I just pushed him out.
Yeah, I saw that. Not very good.
No, that wasn't great. I turned around for that.
Yeah, he's trying to overtake us as the leaders.
If the NDR goes in trouble, turn around the I might walk up so he's going to drive like that. Sorry, I was jammed. It wasn't exactly.
I have seen him do some dodgy shit before in dailies or something.
Yeah. If you're for a turn around and come across, just hit rear tyre. I'm going to blame it.
Who are we talking about again?
FNDR2 again.
Fender. He's only
driving
a
in
member.
an interesting manner.
How long did anyone manage to make their first tyres last?
I'm still there. 14 laps.
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm dead.
Hopefully it's still going longer.
Jesus. Almost close on a second beer.
They go very red on the screen, obviously, but you won't actually have an issue driving on them because they're very, very gone.
Roll the high line, that's good.
Yeah, that seems to be working for some people. Whoa, better count it here, boys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Not every day you come up almost a lap clean. Or Matt Gully for that matter. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
You've got half a lap worth of penalties.
Not going well. Just a couple of big heads.
It's a fucking race. Not what's going on.
What part of oval race do you not understand? What part of Clan Fever's lobby do you not understand? More like...
Well, even the thresh, you're not smashing anything. You're very breakfast, but others really want to do.
That's why we all bought Wreckfest, so we can go and do that.
I'm not even very good in the racing part of it, just the crashing part.
Crashing part's good fun.
Nick, can I go past, mate? I'm second.
Not for long.
Thank you.
Whoa. Whoa, I got punted. Shit. I got 5 seconds on that.
Start might have been a mistake, to be honest. This is pretty run out, so everyone was sort of weird they're going to finish.
Well, if we'd been closer together, it would have been even worse.
Yep. I still think this game needs a bigger oval in
I don't know how many laps I need. 4 times 7. 20. Shit.
Yeah, I did a race last week. It was Rudy X with La Ferraris, and that was great fun. All sorts of things. Nah, just another racing group in America.
Oh yeah. Whoa! What the fuck?
Alex just gave you a serve.
I got served up here. Well, here's the ball, and I was right there when it spun out. That's amazing. Jeez, titty cracks. I'm coming much faster.
I don't know who's in the that bright colored car behind me. I'm trying to burn the penalty. As soon as it's gone, I'm taking off.
Talk to me, the idiot.
Whoa, sorry. Leader coming through.
Is this what it feels like to come last all the time?
Yep.
Yep. And I know the feeling. Pain is real.
It's real pain. I didn't even do anything wrong.
Don't worry, by the time I cross the finish line with all my penalties, you'll beat me.
No, because as soon as you're left up on someone, you only go as far down and people want to let it.
Oh, right, so I should go.
Yeah, just go, because as long as it's left everyone, it doesn't matter. But then they just start riding on the
Whoa.
walls. Yeah, this is wrong, and immediately you're let down. You should kind of do time as well, but I guess you're let down, so it's hard to do that. Because you're let down.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Looks like
Hey, man.
4.5 minutes left.
Yeah, this will be my last one, because I've got the 12 hour tomorrow, so I'm sure someone will open lobby.
Yeah, that's right. Is there any more race after this one?
Not from me, not from the current lobby person, but I'm sure someone will.
Alright, see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll just enjoy the view for now.
Yeah. Normally I'll go for it,
Focus to the moment.
Yeah, normally I'll go for like another longer night, but yeah, just that 12 hours tomorrow, that's... Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah.
What are you doing to 12 hour?
That's also bad first.
Is it on Gran Turismo, is that?
It's on this, but just be tomorrow, 8 AM to 8 PM. New Zealand, that's 6 AM to 6 PM Australia.
Are you splitting the driving or doing the whole thing?
No, I'll be driving all day.
Wow.
Is that separate little tracks, or do you start and finish?
No, so it'll be lobby free run with races happening throughout the day. So there are 4 1-hour races, and then there'll be a bunch of like sprint races and things like that.
Okay.
But sorry, I just got out in front. I'm really sorry, that was my bad. Sorry,
I'll stop distracting everyone.
No, it's all good. Oh yeah.
How far back's P3? Joe, not far.
I don't know.
2.9 seconds behind second.
My tyres are absolutely smoked. I just got to get them to the end.
I think I've just done my last stop. I think.
I've done my last and I put fresh tyres on. I'm fighting through traffic.
Jeez,
Let's
so
put
good.
everyone out. Let's put everyone out, because they're going to give a chance. Because I don't know how many laps down I am.
I'm about to lap 10.
Yeah, it looks like I'm about 45 seconds behind.
But, oops, but I'm fuel saving, so we'll see.
I had to for a little bit. Now I'm not. Oh, fuck! Oh, god damn.
I have a 5.5 second penalty.
Uh-oh, here comes Adam.
I'm just looking at Brightside's tyres, and yeah, I'm not surprised that you need to change them.
Yeah, I need to sprint to the finish.
Coming for you, that. Gonna watch your mirrors, man.
No. I don't know if I'm gonna make it on fuel.
This goes to stay down there. Don't go up. Stay low. Stay low.
Adam's all over me.
Yeah.
Gotta get past you, though. That's the problem. Oh, on your outside. There we go.
Oh, but he's got 5-second penalty. Whoa, sorry.
Oh, really? What for?
I don't know. Oh no, I ran out of gas. Shit.
Oh no! At least pit lane's not far away.
Oh. Well, I just passed it. That was the problem.
7th and 6th. I'm coming up. Stay up.
Blue flags, what does that mean? What do you mean, blue flags?
Means blue flags means there's a faster car. You gotta let them go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Blue flag, blue flag. Anyone heard the song?
I blew that. I needed to just put a little bit more.
I should be able to deploy black flags and see people. That'd be cool.
Whoa,
They have
whoa.
to put black flag on or something.
Need a meatball flag, but I won't have that on here because nothing falls off the cars.
It's the tires.
I'm getting fuel warnings.
This is a thing for late race.
It's gonna be tight. This is gonna be tight.
I was the first to finish. I finished what everyone else.
I got that. I didn't get a penalty.
I choked on that one. Shit.
I get a reward for finishing first. No one else finished. I finished.
There you go, Lee. Neither you nor I got a penalty.
I know. That's cool. I saw that.
It's not just for you.
Yeah, I didn't hit a wall.
That was totally awful.
I got 5 seconds for getting punted from behind.
Was it from behind or was it when I tapped you on the side?
Well, maybe on the side. I'm not sure.
Really, really well.
I think it was probably the side by side.
I don't think
Is
I've
anyone
ever liked that.
gonna make a lobby or?
I've got saved settings for manufacturers for tomorrow night that I'm happy to open up, but if anyone wants to do actual races...
Was that Tom on the sorry?
Yeah. I'm happy to run that now.
I'm not even going to get to run Manos tomorrow night. Got a family birthday party on, so...
Yeah, I need a bit of practice for that.
Yeah.
What you want to do, Olaf, is you want to leave the room, and then whoever gets stuck with the room being in charge of it, they have to figure it out.
Because of my settings, it doesn't work like that. I don't think
You can change it. You can change it before you leave.
I don't think I can. That's the problem.
Yeah, you can. It's fixed room ownership is what it's under. It should be right under the thing. Track.
It's not there. It's a problem. Because I started friends only, it seems to like not
maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that's right.
you should be able to, but it doesn't let you.
So he's got to start a new one himself.
Yeah.
Alright.
You guys are
Anyone else want to run something? I'm happy to.
Alright, guys, have a good night.
So
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
We're joining.
See you, Dave.
We're joining Adam.
There you go, guys. Thanks, David.
Thanks, Clan.
Alright,
See you tomorrow.
See you in the morning, mate.
Good luck tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Yeah. Good luck, alright.
Adam, what'd you go with
See you, boys.
for manufacturers?
I
haven't decided either, but I'm thinking, because I only ran 6 races last time, so I'm thinking I'm going to stick with the Viper.
Well, yeah, just go with your heart at this stage. Go with whatever brand, manufacturer you actually really
It's just
like.
I know how to manage the tires. You know, I didn't have a full season with the car, and I'd hate to change and then regret it.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's like that.
Managing the tires, and I know where to shift on it to save fuel and stuff like that. So those little things will help out at least in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I want to pick McLaren this season, but two of the top 16 guys, they picked it, and I'm trying to pick a manufacturer that gives me half a shot at it.
Well, another factor in making me just stay in the Viper is that over in the States, the guy who I watch for strategy is changed to the Viper this season, so he's going to do his practice. He's going to do his practice races in the Viper, which is going to give me the strategy before I actually do my race.
Yeah. Well, do you race before or after him?
Well, he puts out the video before I actually do the race.
Oh, does he do strategy calls before the races even start?
Yeah, he does. He sets up like practice races because he's with that PX7 team or something. Yeah.
What's his name?
Mr. MCA.
Oh yeah, Mr. MCA. Yeah, he does like track rides and stuff.
Yeah, so he's doing. He just switched to the Viper.
Yeah.
And nobody in Asia runs the Viper, so I mean, it's just me and
was running it last season.
one guy in the top 3 was running it, but basically most of the Japanese guys run other stuff. They're quite different from actually what the rest of the world is running. A lot of WRXs.
Most Japanese guys run you off the road.
But you know, generally, when you watch the top split guys, they're actually really good about when they bump you and they let you go and stuff.
Probably not so much. But yeah, the ones that
I've had guys in A's and B's, and they really block and weave and stuff like that, and they'll punt you and stuff and drive by you. But there's so many people in Asia that there's so many people that are at those higher levels. Yeah. So like even with the B's, even when you're running B's, you're seeing times that are just a few tenths off of some of the best times on the top 10. You just like shit.
Over there.
Yeah, it gets rough. When I was in the lower parts of B, it wasn't so bad, but when you get to the higher parts of B and the A's, yeah, I just get smoked.
They quick guys over there, man. That's crazy.
Well, I think part of it is, you know, people, there's a culture, like in Japan, for example. I lived in Japan for a long time. People get a hobby, and that's like pretty much all they do. They work, and then they do their hobby. And they have their friends, and they meet, and it becomes a social thing. And that's all they do. They get online, and they meet their friends, and they do this thing. Now, you know, I used to play basketball, I used to play American football, I used to race go-karts, and that's the way that people do things, you know. And they may be the same friends that they had, that they were doing this with in middle school and high school and all the way on up. So they've been together for years and years, and so they end up being really, really skilled at what they do.
They're very competitive with everything they do as well.
Yeah. So I mean, these guys who play Gran Turismo, they may have been playing since like Gran Turismo 1, and they're still doing it, you know. Because you look at some of their streams, like they've got crazy amounts of followers on these things, and these people log in, and you know they're just following and watching what these guys do, and just like they're fans.
Yeah.
Where do they stream? Like what service do they use, you know?
I know they're using YouTube, but I see people commenting with their PlayStation names, so I'm not sure how they do that.
Well, they may have the same name on YouTube as
it's possible, yeah. Because that's who they are. Right? They never play anything else. That's all they do. I'm just kind of surprised that you don't see, you know, I lived in Korea for a while too, and the gaming culture there is unreal, and you just don't see many people in the racing stuff.
Yeah. It's very Japan dominated in Asia. You get one or two from representing Hong Kong.
Yeah, well, you get Hong Kong and Malaysia and Singapore, because those are places that are interested in motorsports. Even though Korea has a Formula 1 track, or Formula 1 level track, it didn't really last very long, you know, on the series. And nobody really gave a shit, you know. When they were building, I was like, why are they building a Formula 1 track in Korea? Nobody cares about cars here, you know. There's no culture of, you know, customizing or racing or anything, you know. When I was in Japan, I started racing go-karts in 2000, and you had, you know, 300 people at the track. You know, for only, you know, maybe 4 classes. And it was just nuts. For like the SS class, which would be like the SL tires and the SL86s back then, so the wider tires, and you had the Yamaha KT100, and you would have like 60 people entered, and they would run it in a couple groups, and when you didn't make the cut in the first half of the day, your day was over, and you paid, you know, $120 to join the race, right? And probably bought a set of tires just to be competitive, and that was another $200 or $300 just to do that, and your day's over at lunchtime. You know, it's just
yeah. The tuning scene's pretty big over there as well.
It was. I mean, we saw the same thing with like the Super Reeds, which was the Comet K something. There was a Comet Super Reed series that they had, K55s, I think it was, back in those days. And for the track that I raced at, Jean Alesi was a patron there, and he sponsored one of the series. And he would give, for one race a year, he would show up at the track, and he would give the winner and hand the winner the big check, $2,000 basically, for winning that race. So everybody was trying to be in that race, you know. And the level was so good. You had guys that were in their 40s and they've been racing for 20 years, and this is like all they do. they're so fucking good. You know, they're so good. And a lot of these guys, I noticed, like, because I raced at a lot of different tracks in my area, and these guys raced only that track. That was the only track they did. So when you go to race at that track, it was just super fucking hard to win. It was the same few people winning every week, and you only had, for like the top level class, the top level series, they maybe had 4 or 5 classes in the series, and it was basically the same 2 or 3 people winning in those classes all year, and there were only 6 races a year. 5 or 6 races a year, right? So you really had to be good. And these same guys, I mean, the guys that I was racing with in those days, a lot of the top drivers, but some of them weren't top drivers then, are now Super Formula and Super GT, the 500 and 300s.
Okay.
Some of my old teammates and guys I stood on the podium with, you know, they one of them, you know, was a champion. We had Chio. He went down to Bathurst and won and got second at Bathurst a couple times in the Nismo about 5 years ago. And he was my teammate. He was just a little kid who, you know, he was on the team. He was quick, but he crashed a lot. You know? And you know, and he didn't have money, and you know, people were helping him out by getting him like tire tests with Yokohama, you know, and he'd go and do these tire tests, you know, and he started to get well known, and he'd get some sponsorship here and there, and you know, the next thing I knew, I left for Korea, and I turned around, and he's racing he's racing in formula cars and stuff.
Yeah.
His sister, during that time, his sister was a grid girl for Super GT.
Yeah. Oh, back in the day. When they had grid girls.
Oh, they still do in Japan.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Oh, it's still Japan still does it. I don't think that's going away anytime soon there.
That's good. At least someone's still doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I remember at one kart track I used to race at in Mobaro, which is also they had a drift course that they also raced the go-karts on, and one of the guys that worked at the track designed the uniform for the grid girls for the track, the official one for the track. One of the guys, he designed.
You imagine that turned out?
No, it was all right. I can send some pictures. I'll find some pictures of that outfit that he. Let me see if I can find it. I probably got one on Facebook somewhere. I can post it to the group.
Yeah, I wouldn't be getting me to design things for the grid girls.
Yeah, it was the official ones for the track, so they were the ones that were handing you the trophies and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
They really tried to model stuff on the FIA stuff.
If you want to jump in this expert, you can enter now. I'm about to start it up.
I'm gonna watch. Go ahead.
Trying to pick a manufacturer out of Aston Jag or
Aston's super fast at the moment. What do you
think? Nah, trying to find it now. I rate. Well, my driving style rates front engine, rear drive cars.
Yeah.
Mercedes is like one of the best cars you can take out there.
Well, they won it last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
But every time they go smooth, can't they?
Yeah, well, that's because the best car in the game.
Yeah.
But also they've got the Lewis Hamilton connection. I think plays a part, and then they're not going to nerf it really bad anytime soon.
Yeah, of course. Let's be honest, Aston and Jag are pretty much the same fucking thing anyway, aren't they?
The Viper.
Well, Aston is currently the fastest car in a straight line in the game, or in GT3 rather. Jag's pretty good in Ford trim at the moment.
The Viper's nice in GT3.
The Viper's nice.
Yeah.
The Viper's very well balanced all around at the moment. Same with Corvette. Corvette's also very good.
Damn it, I didn't change my tyres.
You can change them still.
Can you?
Yeah, you can go exit, and then go to driver settings, instead of the where you normally check change tyres, and you can change them.
Someone's doing mini circles in the pit.
Yeah, a couple of pit glitches down there, I see.
Usually it's me that does that, and I'm not, surprisingly.
I found an old pic of me with one of the racing girls.
Oh, you put it up on the thing?
I'm about to.
Yeah.
You missed it. Jesus didn't know we didn't practice, it was just a random pick. Looks like GR3.
I've got somebody listening to me. Let me see who's on my feed. I'm still streaming this thing. Okay, on board with Mullock.
He's out front, right?
Yeah.
Someone's asked for a restart. They're spinning around in the pit.
Let's see what this, was he in the Aston Martin? No, somebody's in Advantage. What is that? Diesel Dave.
Yeah. And I had good ears, a couple of this sort of stuff.
I think he's having connection issues though. See, he's definitely on the track in second, but it says he's in fifth on my screen.
Yeah, that's because that's his current qualifying position.
Oh. Let's see. What's rotary driving?
A rotary, I hope.
No, it looks like a Hurricane. It's a Lambo, I think.
Yeah. Huge rotary, yeah. And a Lambo.
FRT Maffin's in the Peugeot. Mullock's in the Porsche. Sean of the Jungle. What is that? BMW?
Have a good night.
Yep.
Might see you and the others tomorrow. Now I just want to stand to hear the boys say stuff to you cause funny lololoha.
What's Adam in WRX?
No.
What is that?
It is. Have a look. Have a look from Chase Cam. Or from the TV cam.
Oh, it's a Mitsubishi.
Yeah, Mitsubishi with a Subaru livery. How good, eh?
It's pretty fucking tricky, yeah.
It's Subaru on the back.
When you first look at it.
Well, I was looking at the paint job. He's got the H&R thing on there like the...
Hell yeah. Good eye.
And one of the problems with this Vantage is if you drive it from the in-car view, you can't really see off to your left.
Not really with any car. That's not really.
Well, there's a couple guys like Endo Shuji. He's one of the pretty well-known streamers in Japan. He always runs in car.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If I've got a big enough screen, I'll do in car.
Yeah, you should check out his feed once in a while. Yeah, his is pretty good. He's got a pretty good stream. And he's got a different sort of... he's sponsored by a different brake pedal change thing for... I'm not sure what... I think it's for the G29, but I'm not sure. But he's got sponsorship from them. I don't know if he makes money. He's advertising for him anyway. Maybe he makes it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it looks pretty simple. He's got a video about how to do it and stuff. Yeah, but his stream's kind of interesting to watch because he's got so much stuff going on the screen. He's got like some chat from I don't know, from YouTube or somewhere, and he has it on the side. He's using some different kind of app that pulls it into the feed. Yeah. And he's got some advertisements at the bottom, and he's showing like what tire choices are available for the race and stuff like that. He has a lot of information on there.
Yeah, I'd spend all my time on the wall if I had that.
And he's usually hosting, and it's a lot of like the top split guys in Japan they're in his practice races, like Tokari and stuff like that, and Misty. I forget, was it Misty something bug? So when you look at like the daily races and you see the top guys that are from Japan, a lot of those guys are actually practicing with him. And he practices kind of all week, so when you watch some of his practice races, you kind of get a clue about, what strategies are working and what, how fast you got to be in order to make those strategies work. So like when I'm eating dinner or something, I'll turn that on and take a look.
Yeah, it's really easy to pick up pointers when you check your stream on when you're doing something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a couple more top drivers into our group.
Yeah. They've already like, a lot of those guys that put so much time into the game, they've already got their own routine with it, set up and all that sort of thing. So there's no real time for it now.
I've done a little bit of racing with one of the guys. No, we haven't talked, but we've raced against each other a few times. With some guy Moreno, he races for Singapore because he's from the Philippines, and Philippines isn't in the game.
I don't understand why they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's why I ended up with a Hong Kong account. I ended up with a Hong Kong account because I couldn't make one when I started my PS4 in Vietnam. Because Vietnam's not in the game either. I think I used the address for a bar in Wan Chai because when I look at the address for what it says that I'm in Wan Chai. I think I did the Nations Cup race just to test it on the other account, and I actually did better than my main account. But so I'm like the #1 driver in Wan Chai right now.
That's a good thing.
Wan Chai is in an area of Hong Kong Island where it's famous for all the dodgy bars.
Oh, Mulek's been fucking sent. The Chicania of death.
Oh yeah, he's way back there. And ghosted.
His car will be damaged.
This Indian guy is really erratic. I think he's playing on a controller. Just looking at the way he steers. Yeah. He's trying to be clean. I just don't think it's possible for him to pull it off.
Is it going, Jay?
Yeah. He's at about 9 seconds up from Mulek. That guy, a Russian guy, he it's hard to mess it's hard to mess up the chicane that badly. he screwed it up pretty bad.
You know you've done the chicane wrong if you face the other way.
I think he hit the outside wall at a 90-degree angle.
We just did a smooth overtake of me and coming into that big first chicane.
The guy I'm talking about, the Russian, I think it is he's in last place.
The Russian, yeah. Yep. You know that, what is the number 8 now? He hit the chicane as well.
Oh yeah, that's the Indian guy I was talking about.
Yeah.
He's really erratic.
Taking a bit of shortcut too.
No, the way he steers, I think he's... I think he's on controller or something.
Controller, yeah.
Baby.
Little blocky the way he does it though.
I feel like I'm not that bad, I'm on controller.
Nah, you can get smoother. I'm on a controller and I'm fairly confident that I'm
feel like he's
smoother than someone on a wheel.
He's either got a shit internet or he's just smashing hard left, hard right for every move.
I'd say it's probably the second one, or maybe a combination of both.
Yeah, he's not jumping around, so...
Yeah.
No, but his turns are really abrupt.
Yeah.
No, I think anybody on a wheel would look smoother.
You can change your controller input as well, I found out the other day. So you can change it from like max to like partially assisted.
Alright, yeah.
Smooths out your movement, or your steering rather.
Does it have an effect on tire wear? Because some of the assists end up doing that.
I believe the assist is on like by default. You go like turn it off, and when you turn it off, it basically means that however you press the stick, your wheel will turn that distance immediately.
Yep.
Yeah. So in a sense, it makes you think like a wheel. You've got way less leverage. Way less room to maneuver. So you got to be a lot more precise. Oh shit!
Whoa! Oh!
Sorry, man.
No, it's braking a little early because I didn't want to hit him.
Yeah, see, I braked early too, but I did it later than you did. Still, I saw your lights come on. I was like, oh shit, this is not going well.
That's alright.
Oh no!
Oh no! It's really stuff.
Well, it's TT Dave as well.
Oh yeah, he's slowed down too. Yep.
Yeah, no, this Indian guy is very erratic. He's all over the track.
Yeah.
Nah, he's actually just swerving everywhere. Just dove up the inside of Mad Mulak, but Mulak managed to give him space.
No fucks given. Just send it. Here we go again. Oh, fuck. Oh, see you later, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, and he's loaded trying to get back on track too.
Mullet's got some pace though, huh?
Oh yeah. Quick drive on it.
Yep.
So I ended up getting one of those super cheap auto rigs.
As did I. Real good.
I haven't got it yet because in WA they don't actually have them here. They're not licensed to have them. So everything's got to be posted, so I've got to wait for it now.
Aye.
So the super cheap autos, for some reason, they're not licensed to have them in WA. I don't know why, but it's weird. So I rang them up and they're like, oh no, we can't have them here. You've got to actually get them through online and pay the postage, which is an extra $50. Like, yeah, thanks, bud.
Wow, so you paid what I paid, but in Australian dollars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, what a rip. Yeah,
I know, but it's still cheaper than anything else. So.
Yeah, true. There was one, there's a website in New Zealand called One Day. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. And essentially, every day at 12 p.m, the lists change. And today they had a rig that's essentially the super cheap one on steroids.
Right, okay.
For $5.50, and I was like, I could almost go for that, to be honest. I stuck with the super cheap one because I was just like, well, it's literally less money spent, and it will do the same job.
Added it on the pictures, and it looks like you can change the little stands for, you might be able to put the wheels on there or something to make it a bit more of a move, like change the front ones for wheels so you can lift it up and move it around or something like that.
Yeah, so I've set mine up. I actually built it as soon as I got home. Pretty easy to assemble, but the build quality is not amazing. Sorry, build quality is good, but the hardware is very cheap. So like the screws, I feel like I'm going to strip them really.
Yeah, okay.
So
go get some other ones.
Well, I would say go get some other ones. Just be really careful when you're installing them. And the entire thing is you get bolts and the frame has nuts welded to it.
Okay, yeah.
So there's no actual like threaded bits of metal, it's just welded some nuts to it and it says, yeah, that's a thread. There you go.
Are you going to brace it from the, the wheel bit down to the frame?
I think so. I've got to get a wheel first, and then figure out my setting position, and then I'll set something up and bracing, because if I make it brace, it's not going to be adjustable.
Okay.
It's going to have to be solid, so I'm going to have to make sure that the rig is set up exactly how I want it before I put something like that.
I was thinking of using a bit of tube steel and do it inside each other and have it so it is settable, so you go and screw it, set it to the right angle, and then re-screw that back in, like, to the new angle. So you can actually set it differently.
You drill holes in the existing rig as it is.
So attach something from the bottom of the rig to the main angled arm on either side, but instead of having a solid piece between it, I'd have two pieces, one going inside the other, with
kind of telescopic.
Yeah, telescopic. And then so when you do adjust the actual whole thing, you just take the main screw out of the middle from the telescopic bit, adjust, and then reset it back in the middle.
There you go.
It's a very, very modifiable rig, which is good because it's so basic.
Yeah, it looks pretty, what do you call it, modular.
Yeah, 100%. It's very good for a cheap beginner rig.
If the fasteners look dodgy, it's not that expensive to go to a hardware store and just go and get like stainless steel versions of it.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll probably end up doing that.
Because I mean, when I was racing go-karts, I used to keep a huge supply of just basically every nut and bolt that was on the cart.
Oh yeah, well I'm a car nut from way back, so I have a shed full of carbon nuts and bolts and crap, from 20 years ago. Which I do still use. I've had stuff in my shed for 20 years and have come up short somewhere with doing something and found a thing in there that was like from 15, 20 years ago, which you couldn't go and buy and being able to use it. So as much as the wife says, oh, you should throw things out after you've had them for a while, no. They will come in handy one day. Oh yeah, that's it. And
now that I've got this rig, I need a wheel, and I'm so hesitant to buy one because I want to make sure it's compatible with PS5. Is that just around the corner?
Well, apparently the G29 and all that is supposed to be compatible with that from the reports I've heard so far.
Yeah, so what we know is that they're compatible with PS4 games on PS5. We don't know if they'll be compatible with future games. So like when Gran Turismo comes out on PS5.
I would say most likely they're going to be, though. I wouldn't.
You'd have to be, wouldn't
you? Yeah, they
I hope so, yeah.
Because they know people have
to build a console that doesn't work backwards like that, so that you have to buy new shit.
Well, what's the good thing about with me, I'd be a while before I get a PS5, so by that time everything will be sorted, hopefully.
Yeah, because I'm planning on buying it at launch, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Hopefully they come out with some information prior to say, oh yeah, the Fanatics are valid with it.
Because they know how much the Fanatics are and stuff, and they know that there's a lot of people that are running Fanatec and stuff like that. So they're gonna be careful about making sure that at least there's some kind of software upgrade for it if that's the case.
Yeah, I really want the CSL Elite Fanatec. I'm really keen on that because it's a fucking good piece of kit.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's going to be compatible going forward, so I've got to just wait and make sure.
Yeah.
Another part of me is just like, just send it, just fucking buy it, okay.
I mean, for like a G29, not a big deal. It is expensive, but...
If a second-hand G29 comes up for like $300, hell yeah, I'm on it.
I'm so stupid because they used to be so cheap to get the second-hand ones, and now they're just ridiculous.
I think at lockdown they fucking hyped them, mate.
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
I looked at a couple. I went, oh, I should get that, and I'm like, oh, no, wait, and they were like $300 or something like that.
Yeah, because right now, from like, I think the Audis are cheapest, but they're still they're back up at $550 for a fucking G29.
Yeah.
I think I got a G29 because a mate of mine works at Harvey Norman. You guys know about Harvey Norman?
Yeah.
Flatmate works there. She gave me a G29 for like $520. And she can get me the new one. I don't think so. The new one, the 923, she should get for $580. And I was like, fuck, that's pretty good. That's 700 retail at the moment.
I think I paid $350 US for mine, new, in Indonesia.
About 400 or 500 New Zealand though.
Roughly.
Yeah, I think it's like close to 800 in Australia, isn't it?
Australia's
$799 or something.
There were cheaper ones, but everybody, you know, they were advertising it, but they didn't have them.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy just won the wall.
This lobby's got the same fuel and tyre setup and everything for the race, doesn't it?
Yep, so that's all as it should be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I need to go to the pits.
Yeah, so now's a good time to work out what sort of strategy you want to use tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm just starting on the softs. So.
You can do a 2 or a 3 stop, it looks like.
Yeah, because there's 2 sets you got to use, the mediums and the hards, isn't there?
Yeah, but I suppose in that case you could do a 1 stop, but you want to use softs on a race like this. 100%.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like you might even do 2 spins on the soft. I just saw Molak going to the pits earlier on lap 7 to get off the soft, so he got 7 I think.
Yeah, I just went on 9 and it was 9's sketchy, so 8 would probably be your maximum. So.
Yeah. So I'm thinking you can either do 7-7 on soft, so 2 spins of 7.
Yep.
And then what's that? 14. And then you go. What's the name? Oh, so then you're down trying to put up at the same time. Yeah. 7, 9, 1.
Let's do 1 hard lap.
Yeah, 1 hard lap.
I usually like trying to keep my softs to the end.
Yeah. But you can start on soft.
Yeah,
the thing is that they will help you off the line.
Yeah, so most of the times I'll try and go medium, hard, soft as a general overall.
Yeah, because you don't want to waste the soft stuck behind someone.
No, it's just that we got a big race tomorrow, so I'm watching.
You're not on the mediums
at the start.
These people know what strategy and what time.
Yeah, hard out. Well, they haven't said that you can go soft, hard, medium, soft.
Yeah.
Tomorrow the race will be around.
It also depends on when you're fueling as well. You need about 2 or 3 laps of fuel.
The first one's at 4, I think there's like 4 or 5 races available to do. And I have to pick it out. I have to choose. It's the first race of the season, so I have to choose which manufacturer I use. Because it's the manufacturer's thing. Do I take it to Toyota, or do I take it to Mazda, or do I take Ford, Ferrari, any thinking about I'm gonna stick with the Dodge Viper and do the Dodge Viper again. Mustang? I don't. Yeah, the Ford. That's a Ford. I was looking at Ford, and for me, the three choices would be the Ford, the Chevy Corvette, or the Dodge Viper. But I feel the most comfortable with the Dodge Viper. Yeah. So between angry and happy. She just wants attention. She wants you to hold her, that's all. She's just cranky about that. Yeah. She's like, pick me up. Right? Yeah.
I'll try and find out what my maximum softs are, what my maximum laps on the mediums are, and then just run the parts around between that somewhere. So maybe two stop. Looking at it. Probably two stop.
Yeah, two stops are best if you don't have the pace on the softs to outperform other people and make a pit stop. Because the pit loss isn't very long here, so it's worth doing an extra stop. If you're not fast enough to go with it, or if you're going to make mistakes, cost yourself time, you don't want to make that extra stop.
Yeah, I prefer, probably best to two stop for me.
Because if you make that stop, that extra stop, you've got to make up the time, and if you're not confident you're going to make up the time, cut the stop out. So that would mean...
I definitely, if I did it that way, I'd definitely have the softs on last and...
I would say probably go maybe...
Or second last.
13 laps on mediums, 7 on soft, and 3 on hard.
Yeah.
A blister? Why, because she's fighting it?
That's a fairly good two-stop strategy.
Yeah.
She had a blister.
Unless you stretch the mediums one more and one out of the hard, maybe. Or even take the soft to 8 laps. Depends how you want to do it.
The least amount of time going through that chicane on hards, the better.
True. Yeah, we'll just drop a gear going through it and you should be fine as far as stability is concerned.
Just back it off a bit.
You just don't want to back it off so much that when you bunched up in the beginning, the people hit you from behind
maybe it's skin allergy.
Yeah, that's
skin allergy. If it's really small, it's probably a rash. It's a rash, maybe. Yeah, but it may be a rash. But alright, so with the glove, if it's from the glove, maybe it's what you're washing it with. Pay attention to what you're washing the glove with. Yeah. Alright, so pay attention to what you're washing the glove with. And maybe it's the glove that's causing the problem. The soap, there might be a reaction to the soap from the glove. Yeah, maybe a reaction from the soap. Yeah, maybe an allergy from the soap. Yeah. No, she's soft though, right? She's soft.
One of the first things I'll be doing with that rig will be setting up my inverter pedals.
Yeah. Actually, my son was like that.
Pedal mount is a little bit dodgy because it screws it on the side, and I feel like as soon as you press the brake pedal really hard, you're going to just flip it forward, and it's just going to all turn forward.
Okay, so you
what you can do is
so it's braces
full
at the front. But not closest to you, so it'll just rotate on that front axle. So I'm thinking I'm just to table tie it down, table tie it to the fucking frame, so there's literally a bar and frame that runs just underneath it. That might be a good shout. But yeah, that I fucking saw that and I was like, straight away, I was like, that's not gonna be nice. But you just gotta hit the brake and the fucking pedal box just falls off behind the whole thing. Even though you would hopefully be bolting it down, but like the whole thing moves with the brake.
So try the Vaseline on it, and then that way it's not gonna rub.
I did a inverted setup on my mate's one, and I used angle line, set up a frame of angle line, and
you'd have to do that again. Yeah, there's not enough to work with.
Maybe I don't know. Ask the doctor next time we see the doctor.
I'd definitely do that, and that would give it extra bracing on the actual setup. But then I'd have to make sure.
If it's red, you put the Vaseline on it probably.
Well, the base, wow. You probably wouldn't need to use the base if you're holding it with everything else.
Yeah.
The base is next to use, it's just elastic.
Yeah, okay. When I get it.
It's good for me, it's not going to build to go with it, but yeah, if you're going to do an inverted setup with the extra metal, just use that, don't bother with the plastic.
Yeah. But the alcohol is gonna hurt if it's irritated. If it's irritated, the alcohol is gonna hurt.
Get used to this R8 now.
It's good to clean it. Right? So
you're good at it.
Is it bad?
I've heard it's not too flash on fuel.
After you clean it.
Actually, I wasn't looking at the fuel when I did it last time. I was just going to do the fuel when I did this one. It seemed too bad. But right now, I've done 5 laps. It's used a quarter of a tank.
I see what I've done now. I've fucking counted my laps wrong. I put it on lap 10 instead of doing 10 laps on the mediums. I did my hard stint first. I did 3 laps. I did 3 laps and I was like, sweet, then 10 laps on the mediums, and then I saw lap 10 in the top corner, and so I pitted there. And so now I've done 5 laps stint on soft and just touched on my second set of 5 laps soft. You got to the end and looked at the lap count. I'm like, oh, I've got 8 laps to go. Oh shit. Oh shit, I fucked up too. I followed you off.
I braked too. I did that brake too late again.
Yeah,
I was late that time.
I started bracing just out of habit, and then I saw, I was like, oh, that's like 120 meters. We're both fine.
Yeah. Oh crap! Just got that one. Bit too deep. You sort of know when you go into that second half of that chicane to death, you go, I've gone too deep, or I've gone too shallow. I can see it coming.
You know just before you turn in whether you fucked it or not, eh?
Yeah, that's right. It's like, get that moment. I wish I could do something about that, but nope.
Okay, alright. I'll talk to you later. Alright, bye-bye.
So I think you're doing a 3-stop, 7-7, 8 and 1, I think. Or 7 laps on soft. If you're doing a 2-stop, 7 laps soft. 13 laps medium, 3 laps hard.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to run this all the way to the end on the mediums now to see what they're like for 13 laps.
Alright, I'm back. I had a phone call.
You gotta figure out when we take fuel on as well, so it depends what order you go in, of course, but after your second stop, I think you should be taking fuel.
We'll see. I did 5 laps and it used a quarter of a tank, so I should be able to get to. If I start on mediums and do 13 laps on mediums, then I'll be able to fuel then.
You should need to take on an extra 3 laps of fuel. 3 laps worth of fuel. That's how much I'm having to take on.
Yeah. Yeah, so and then go the hards and then go softs at the end.
Yeah.
So you're thinking don't use the hards until just the last lap?
No, I'll use the hards in the middle. So go mediums to start with, then hards, then softs.
Hards and then softs to finish.
How long on the hards?
So that would be 3 laps on hards. Yeah. 3 laps on hards.
3. You could do 4 if you're afraid of the mediums.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I want to see. I'll run this one all the way in. It will give me 13 laps on the mediums, and I'll see how sketchy they are by the time we get there. Yeah. Well,
you guys are a bit faster than me. So I was running a little slower than both of you guys.
What's my fastest lap? Was it 1:42?
Fastest time on level 37.3.
Yeah.
That guy, he's quick.
Yeah, I definitely struggle to get under 140, but I think I can pretty much get to 140 if I really concentrate and try hard.
Have you committed to Audi for manufacturer?
Yes.
Alright, well you're gonna have to hope for a lot of GR4 races because the R8 is not very
good. Quite good at it.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that the R8 is not very good on fuel and tyres. It holds its own on track, but fuel and tyres is not very good for. So you may have to keep an eye on that.
Generally quite good on the Type 1 shit.
Yeah, mid-engine.
I've done 7 laps now on the mediums, and they're probably about almost a quarter worn.
So they're getting there.
But they are getting sketchy.
Yeah, maybe 10 is like the threshold for them.
Yeah.
Well, find a good streamer like Tijni was running the Audi, and I don't know if he's going to run it again.
But he's not running Audi for this exhibition. He's doing something different. He said he's sick of racing for Audi. He's been racing for them for years.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, so he knows the Audi inside out, back and front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's he gonna race this year?
I'm not sure. I heard through the grapevine that he was going to make an Oceania account and race an Oceania for shits and giggles in the exhibition. But I don't know what he's going to do for the next official season. I imagine there may not be one. There may just be
GT, the next GT series. Yeah, but I know that he was hinting that he really liked the Viper.
Okay.
At the end of last season, yeah.
I think he's been picking up a lot of love for McLaren lately as well. He drove it in one of his daily race rides recently.
Yeah, for me, I think I haven't picked it yet, but I'm probably gonna pick the Viper, and maybe on my Hong Kong account I'll pick like maybe the Ford just to see.
Yeah, Ford's a good shout. The other one is BMW.
Oh yeah.
Well, and the nice thing about the BMW is you got there's 3 cars that you can choose from there.
Yeah.
You have that with the Ford, and you have that, I think, with the Volkswagen.
Aston Martin, you got 2 options in the Gran Turismo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I noticed some of them you had options in that.
You only pick one with Aston, don't you?
Yeah, at the start.
The old shit boxes that fucking regularly.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
Yeah, but I mean, when you get some of these weird tracks, like a shorter track, sometimes the other car is a better option.
Yeah.
Because of acceleration or whatever. Or, like with the Ford, the GT40 has a better top end. It's not a better car for most of the races, but for the the races where you need top speed, it works out. Because the Mustang's not that good.
There was a change when they brought up the Mazda.
Yeah, but I think with the ones where you choose the cars, you got to choose at the start, and that's what you get for the whole season.
Yeah, well, you're choosing the manufacturer, but the manufacturer sometimes has 3 cars.
Yeah, but I think you have to choose one of those 3 cars.
You can't change the car for the manufacturer at any point. Once you pick the first one, that's it for the rest of the season.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, is that the case?
So you can't. Yeah. So if you pick Ford, you can't go from Ford Mustang to Ford GT for a GT3 race. You're just stuck with whichever one you picked initially.
Oh.
Which should be the GT because that's much faster.
But actually, on this track, I like the Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have their strengths and weaknesses, but you got to think of the overall picture, and I think in the overall picture, the GT is the better car.
Yeah, pace-wise.
I don't think there's a single track with the DDR9 outperforms the V1200, John.
Nah. That one.
Yeah, I almost went Aston Martin. I was like looking at it, I was like, I just went with the Audi because I knew the TT would be a good GR4 car. I thought, oh yeah, I'd like to.
Oh yeah, it's arguably the best.
Yeah.
If you like front-wheel drive.
Well,
yeah,
I don't mind. Yeah, well, yeah. I prefer the rear, but I don't mind the front wheel drive.
And I think only half of your races count, so if only half of your races count, yeah, maybe.
See, I don't get into all the races anyway, so.
Well, I'm gonna try to do them all, but when I looked at, like, I did so poorly in this last Nations race with my Indonesian account.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually did okay in the first race. I mean, considering I qualified on the back row and I worked my way up, and I got like 62 points. And I thought, oh, I could do so much better. So I tried my Hong Kong account, which was only a B, and I got 61 points. And I thought, all right, I'll do better. I'll try it again, and then I did worse. It was awful. It was so terrible.
Well, I spent most of the season, the ones that I did race, in the middle of the pack the majority of the time. The only race that I would have came like 4th or 5th in, my TV screen that I had decided to change channels on the last lap, and that sort of ended my hopes. And I was well in front of the next car, but by the time I managed to get this the right channel back on again, I'd lost about 3 or 4 positions, and but I still ended up. But that one I ended up in the middle of the pack at the end. But again, but the way I was going, I would have been like 5th or maybe even 4th. The guy in front was going slower. So I was not real happy about that. But anyway. Yeah, I'm up to 8th lap on these mediums for the Audi, and it's not liking it much.
Yeah, I think 10's kind of the limit, to be honest.
I don't even have that.
Well, yeah, all of your tires, it looks pretty even.
Sorry?
How far did you get on soft?
I did 9 laps, but the 9 was just too far. I probably could safely do 8 laps though.
Oh, and you've done 8 on the mediums as well. And
I've done 8 on the mediums. And yeah, they're just yeah. They're not the. They want to let go as you go into the corners.
Shit. Okay. That's a tough one.
Yeah, so they're about.
An extra lap or 2 on the hardship, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We go around again.
Yeah, your left rear is in really bad shape. It's like 50%.
So this would be your second stop, eh?
Yeah. Sorry?
This would be your second stop if we stop again, eh?
Yeah, but I'm just saying my final lap because I did a couple of hit the walls.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah.
So Mullock's on the hards. Let's see what kind of lap times he's doing here.
You're gonna finish next time you cross the line anyway.
Yeah, so I'm about to. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, I've just finished. It's okay. But that's given me a good idea on those two tyres, at least so far.
Yeah, it's good. Well, these lobbies are fucking handy, man.
Yeah, that's right. Eh?
So Mullock, this is only. Is Mullock in here?
I don't think he is.
It's just the three of us now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't see what time he pulled on that last lap.
Okay.
Alright, so the winner, the Japanese guy, was running the Lamborghini.
Okay.
The Lamborghini GT3 is really good, but apparently the Route 4 is pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah. It had the best things about it.
Even the GT3, well, the GT3 is good if you handle it, but fuck, I've found quite a handful to throw around.
Yeah, I heard they're difficult to drive.
Really fast when you can.
Yeah. It's tough to drive.
Oh, just looking at that photo, the group girl photo, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Little fairy booty things.
Alright guys, well, I've got to go and get dinner before they close.
Okay then.
Yeah, I'm going to be heading out as well, so when I leave, someone else will get the leadership of the lobby. I think it'll be...
Yeah.
Who was it?
I left, so...
Somebody go. Yeah, I was in, there's like 9 people when I came in.
We'll see who gets that. Yeah, feel free to save the settings if you want to set up your own lobby at some point in the future. But
yeah,
it's good. Alright, thank you.
I'll see you guys later.
See you guys on Clan Fever's thing tomorrow.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So,